Hey guys, what's up? It's Molly. I'm here today to do my Shop My Stash for July. I am realizing after looking at everything that I pulled in for my Shop My Stash for June that I chose way too many things. I promise I will get this right eventually. I shouldn't promise that. I probably won't. I don't know. But I thought that I would start off by telling you guys what I thought about the things that I chose for June. Some of these things I mentioned in my favorites video because I could not stop using them. So those ones I'll just kind of gloss over really quickly. But why don't we start with the palettes? Because that was the largest category. I chose, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyeshadow palettes for 1 month, and that's a lot. So anyways, let's go ahead and start. The Maneater, no, not the Maneater, the Make Believe in Yourself palette by Tarte. I love this. They're beautiful. It's a beautiful just wash of color. I use this quite a bit. And honestly, I'm a little bummed out that I'm not going to be using it in July. So at least I'm going to try not to use it in July. But I really, really love it. My dog has decided to start whining right now, because it's a good time for that, I guess. Next is the Tarte Maneater palette. I used the crap out of this. We traveled, I took it with me. Anytime that I was doing a neutral look, which was relatively often, I was using this. So it's beautiful. I got a lot of use out of it. I really enjoyed it. The next palette, I got quite a bit of use out of this also. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe. Look at me trying to roll my R's. I also adored this. These shimmers are wonderful. The mattes blend out really well. Like I said in my favorites video, I just wish that this was a different transition shade because it's too yellow. So that one was a lot of fun to use. Colored Rain, Cheers to the Beauty. I didn't get a ton of use out of this, and I'm bummed out about that. And I'm contemplating keeping it in my Shop My Stash for this month. I don't know if I will or not, or if I'll just occasionally grab for it. I don't know. I guess what's the difference? But I used this green. That was the only one that I used. I think I tried doing a look with more shades and it didn't turn out very well. So I ended up starting over and going with a different palette altogether. So it is a great palette. It's not super comprehensive. You know, like the shade range for the mattes over here, leaves something to be desired. I don't know what specifically, but you know, they're all warm tones, which these are not warm tones here. So, and neither is this one. So in that regard, it's kind of a pain in the butt to use. I'm going to be honest, but the shimmers are beautiful. They perform so well. And actually, okay. Now I've got my BH Cosmetics Love in London palette. Love it. I love, love, love it. Anytime that I wanted a cool tone look, I was reaching for this palette. These shimmers are gorgeous. They are absolutely amazing. Anytime that I wanted a cool tone look, I was reaching for this palette. The shimmers are beautiful. The mattes are really, they're pigmented, but they're not too pigmented. I feel like I say the same descriptors, you know? What can I say about the shimmers? The shimmers are incredibly buttery. That's the descriptor that I'm looking for. And they really, BH Cosmetics does a great job of making shimmers that are foiled. So it's going to give you that metallic payout, and that I really, really appreciate. So that's another one that I'm kind of bummed out I'm not going to be using again this month. But I do think, because this is more cool toned, I'm going to be reaching for this like crazy in the winter months. So I'm excited to use it then. Okay, then I've got my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I did a pretty standard look with this a few times. I really do enjoy this palette. The mattes aren't my ideal matte. I don't think they can be a little skippy, a little patchy. They just need a little extra work. And some of the shimmers are a total letdown. Like this blue one, I think I mentioned that in my Shop My Stash from last month when I was pulling this in. That blue has just been a total disappointment for me. And I'm still kind of salty about it. So, but a lot of the other shimmers are beautiful. So if you support Morphe, and if you like Jaclyn Hill still after all of this and you don't have this palette, then, you know, maybe get it. Maybe. Okay, so those are eyeshadow palettes. Blush palette. The Alamar Cosmetics blush palette. This is the Fairlight Castaway. Oh no, that's the name of that shade. It's a Colorette Blush Trio. I use this quite a bit, not gonna lie. I kind of want to keep this in for July because I don't have too many warm toned blushes. And it is July. It's warm out. It's been like 100 degrees every day. So warm tones, I don't know, something about it. Anyways, these are beautiful. This retails for, I don't know how much. I thought that was a price. It's not. It's affordable, super affordable, great product. I know that in my BoxyCharm unboxing that month, I was very concerned that these were not going to work out for me, especially this shade here, but it does. It works as a highlight. I don't know how, it's magic. So I think the shade that I used the most was Scorcher. I don't have it on today, so I don't know why I'm going like this, but it's just very flattering. I don't know how they made it flattering, but they succeeded. Okay, my ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip. I'm really happy that this is not going to be in my Shop My Stash for this month. I hated it. So hate's a strong word, but it's true. I am over this Ultra Satin Lip as well. This is the shade Cozy. I used it quite a bit. I'm good now. I don't need it anymore. Eyeliner. I did use my LA Girl what are you? Glide gel liner. No, I don't like this. It doesn't stay. So those were disappointing. I mean, literally after maybe an hour, it had already, I don't know where it went. It decided to just pack up its bags and take off. Like it was gone. Oh, another lip product. I've got my Urban Decay lipstick in Criminal. It's a Comfort Matte formula. It's really pink, and I guess I didn't realize that. So it didn't really go with any of the looks that I was going for because I was doing so many warm tone looks. I guess I could have used it when I was using my BH Cosmetics palette, but I didn't think to. So I used it, I used it once, and I probably could have used it more. So that was not really, I wasn't very successful with that one. Oh, another blush is the Note Blush. Love it. It's gorgeous. Super pigmented. A lot goes a long way. You literally just tap your brush, tap it off, and apply. Because usually I like kind of swirl my blush. I brush in blush. But with this one, you cannot do that because you'll look like a clown. So, dang, I'm gonna miss this too. I feel like I'm in mourning. Oh, it's just makeup. It's not that serious. Okay, ColourPop Flexitarian Highlighter. I use this every single day except for the 30th. I have it on again today. Today's July 2nd. I'm filming this finally. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful shade. Okay, and then the last thing for my Shop My Stash from June is the Stila Glitter, gosh, and Into the Blue. I didn't use it. I forgot about it. So see, I think because I was choosing so many things, I was just like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I didn't use it, but I am gonna keep this in my Shop My Stash for July so that I will use it. Now, speaking of my Shop My Stash for July, I am paring down the number of things that I'm choosing because that was too many last month. So, you know, I'm fine tuning things. So I don't even have something from every category because there are certain things that I'm just going to choose whatever I feel like using that day. But for foundation, I am going to use the Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation. I've only used this a couple of times and I bought it well over a year ago. It's been discontinued. So I really need to get some use out of this. So I am forcing myself to do it. It's a little deep for me when it's not summer. So I think this should work for now. And then I've also got this Tarte Filtered Light Setting Powder. I'm gonna give it a try, see what I think. I've had it for a while. I have tried it. I just don't quite remember what I thought about it. So those are the two face products that I'm going to be using. And then this is another one that has been sitting in my collection for a very long time. It came in a BoxyCharm. It's a blush trio by Real Her. It's their Be Fearless, Be Limitless blush trio. I think I was kind of snooty when it came to this because I was like, I've never heard of the brand. It's not that exciting, but actually I'm wearing this today and it looks really nice. And I used this yesterday and it was beautiful. So I am excited to get some use out of that. For a highlight, I've got this Pixi one. It's all busted up. This is their Glowy Powder in Santorini Sunset. I wore this I've already worn this for 2 days and it's gorgeous. So I need to repress it. Like it's busted up, but I am going to do that. And I mean, I can still use it because most of it is not busted, if that makes sense. Okay. Another blush palette that has just kind of been rotting in my collection is the e.l.f. blush palette. That's all it says. I did use this shade a couple days ago and it was really pretty. It was maybe a little bit patchy, so I'm not sure. I need to play around with this a little bit more, but I think these are good shades for summer also. So I'm gonna get some use out of that. Another product that has just been rotting away in my collection is the Milani Gilded Desires palette. I wore this yesterday. I was not super impressed. I've not ever been super impressed. I'm hoping I can make it work. If not, it's going bye-bye. I got a lot of creasing when I was wearing this yesterday, and that really bummed me out. And the shimmers are really pretty, but crease, and the mattes just kind of faded. So I don't know if it's a matter of getting a different eye primer to use with it, if that would make a difference, because I think I'm running into issues with my Urban Decay Eden primer. I don't know that it really primes my lids well, not nearly as well as the original. So it might be that. I don't want to say that this is a bad palette, but I'm trying to force myself to use it so I can really figure out what my opinion is. And then another palette, I'm doing far fewer palettes. I'm doing half the number of palettes. Okay. Lorac Mega Pro 2. This is what the inside looks like. I love the packaging on these. It's just really sleek, and I don't know. There's just something to be appreciated about their use of space, because they really got a fair amount of product in here. There's not a lot of wasted space. It's not a super thick packaging. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, this I'm excited to use because you've got warm tones, you've got cool tones. This is more of a neutral palette, although the Milani Gilded Desires was also. But it's neutral, but I can also do fun, colorful looks. Like there's some purple mattes here. I think I'll be able to come up with some cool stuff. So, and then I also have, this is a build your own palette from ColourPop that I did. And this is what the inside looks like. I am challenging myself to use these mattes here. I want to try some more colorful looks. And we'll just see. I'm also trying out some Sydney Grace shadows this month. I'm going to be doing a review here shortly. One thing that I didn't do very well was getting like a comprehensive selection of mattes and shimmers that would complement each other. So I am going to be pulling in some of these mattes to complement the shimmers that I got from Sydney Grace. Okay, so that is going to be it for this month's Shop My Stash. It's not nearly as many products. I think it's going to be easier to really fully get an idea of what I think about all of this stuff. That way I can let you guys know. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that I have some good stuff to work with, and I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you should give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.